Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we are gonna make some spooky Halloween treats. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, I like to buy these meltable colored chocolates from Michaels. They come in all different types of colors. And then I got these colored sprinkles from Walmart. And then I just got some little eyes. I got those from Walmart as well. And then I got another set of chocolates in green. So in this video, I'll be using orange and green chocolate. So yeah, so basically you just put these in the microwave for about 30 minutes or so to get the chocolate soft, and then you'll just give it a good stir. I get these all the time, and this recipe can be used for any holiday. I just get colors to match that exact holiday. So yeah, so we're just gonna give those a stir to kind of mix it up. And these melt pretty easily. Just be too careful not to melt them for too long because they can burn. And then I just like to drizzle these over the chocolate chip cookies. Suggest getting like semi-sweet chocolate chip cookies because this meltable chocolates, they are pretty sweet. So yeah, but I mean my kids love them though, but these cookies can turn out a bit sweet. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, and then you can just basically freestyle any way you want. I usually just do half dip the cookies, and then I'll go and sprinkle some like sugar sprinkle on top. And then others I'll just do like a little drizzle on top as well. So yeah, like I said, there's really no like big technique. Just get creative with it. And for the chocolate, it takes about maybe about 10 minutes for it to harden. I would say definitely make sure it's hardened all the way before you go and like remove the cookies, because once you get this colored chocolate stuck to your hands, it can be pretty difficult to get off. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna go through and put these little candy eyes on some of the cookies. I do have a 2-year-old, so I don't put the candy eyes on all of the cookies. The candy eyes can be a bit hard to chew, and they can be a hazard for choking. So I'm gonna do just a few cookies this time. So just keep that in mind if you have little ones. And like I said, I love to make this dessert. Usually I'll make it for Christmas. I'll use like red and green. I've done Valentine's Day. I've used like pink and red. Like, I don't know, I just love getting creative with the meltable chocolates. I put them on cookies, but I have put them on like pretzels in the past, Oreos. Yeah, if you have any ideas on what else I can use this meltable chocolate on, definitely let me know. It doesn't take that much, I guess, candy pieces to melt down. So after I did like these cookies, I had a good bit of chocolate left over that I didn't even melt yet. So if you can think of any other recipes that I could use this meltable chocolate on, definitely let me know. But like I said, so far I've used them on apples, strawberries, pretzels, Oreos. I've seen people do these on marshmallows. I'm not really a fan of marshmallows, but I've seen people do the colored chocolate on marshmallows as well. But if you have any other ideas, I'm definitely open to them. And then I'm just going to jump over to the next thing, which is, I don't know, I guess I call it like candy bark or chocolate bark. So basically I'm going to take some semi-sweet chocolates. You can buy any type of chocolate chip. I usually buy mine in bulk from Sam's Club because I make chocolate recipes often. So yeah, so you're basically gonna treat these the same way you treat the candy meltables. You'll just get a bowl and put some chocolates in there and melt them. Just keep in mind not to, again, don't heat them too much because then they'll burn. But yeah, you're just gonna pour that over some parchment paper. This is basically just to help it not stick when it's all said and done. So yeah, so we're just gonna scoop all of that out of the bowl. And then once we have that all scooped out of the bowl, we're just gonna spread it out into like a nice even layer. I would definitely suggest not to make the layer too thin. I don't know, kind of have it like half of an inch of a layer of chocolate, just so that it's firm. Especially when you go to add the other toppings on there, it'll just give a nice good cushion and make sure the other toppings actually stick to the chocolate. So yeah, so we're just gonna do a little even spread. Again, there's no technique to this. I would suggest wearing gloves because your hands could definitely get messy in this process. Now, I've seen people add all tons of toppings to this as far as candies, nuts. I personally like to use pretzel sticks. You could also use any type of pretzel, to be honest, but I'm just a big fan of pretzel sticks. So yeah, so you're basically gonna just break these sticks up into little pieces and spread them over the chocolate. This is where my fingers actually start to get messy. But yeah, there's really no technique to this. Yeah, just break up the pieces of pretzels and kind of spread them over. In my opinion, the more pretzels the better. I love the chocolatey pretzel taste of this. And I will say, looking back on this, I should have broken the pretzel pieces up smaller. Because at the end, this will turn into one hard piece of chocolate that you can break into multiple pieces. And I noticed some of my pretzel pieces were falling off when I did that. So in the future, if you guys ever decide to make this dish, just to be sure, just make sure you use smaller pretzel pieces. It'll just help to avoid your toppings from falling off once all of this hardens. So yeah, once that's said and done, I'm just gonna add a few little sprinkles to kind of add some more sugar on top. And at first I started to use like the orange sprinkles to kind of give it like that Halloween spooky vibe, but the orange wasn't really showing that much on the brown. So I decided to switch over to purple, and that gave a good enough contrast. And I know I'm making a small dish here, but honestly, you could use a huge cookie pan sheet to fill it up. But since I was already making cookies for the household, I didn't want too many sweets available. So yeah, and then I'm going in and topping these off with little M&M candies. Like I said, you could add any toppings to this recipe. I prefer the M&Ms. Even for like different holidays, I'll get like the colored M&Ms. I know for Christmas they do like red and green. For Valentine's Day they do red and pink. So yeah, this is a very versatile recipe that you could change up for any holiday. I usually make this dish a lot around the holidays. I take it to potlucks. My husband takes it to his job. I give it out to the neighbors in like little treat bags. Like, this is a recipe you just can't go wrong with this recipe. Everyone loves chocolate. Everyone loves the salty sweetness of the mixture. It's just pretty good. So yeah, so once that's all said and done, like once you're done adding all your toppings, you're basically just gonna put this into the freezer. And you just want to make sure that the chocolate is super hardened before you go and break these up into little pieces. I would say please make sure your chocolate is hard before you go breaking this apart. Yeah, and then I went back because I thought, it's not giving Halloween spooky Halloween colors enough. It's just looking colorful. So I wouldn't melted some more orange colored chocolate and the green one, and I'm just gonna drizzle that all on top. Again, there's no technique to this. You can drizzle as much or as little as you like. To me, it starts to turn into like this little abstract painting of colors and chocolates. And then here I'm going in with the green. I'm just going to sprinkle some green colored chocolate on top. And then once those two colors are added, then it starts to give the Halloween look, spooky fall look to it. So yeah, I'm really happy about how this turned out. And of course, it tastes delicious. Right, so I already plopped this in the freezer on top of the parchment paper, and I'm just giving you a close-up of how everything looks when it's all hardened together. And then I'm just gonna break loose the extra like chocolate pieces on the end. But yeah, that's basically how it looks. In the back it's just flat chocolate. And then we're basically just gonna break these apart into little pieces. And you can break these however small as you like. I tend to break these up so they are at least 1 inch to 2 inches long. I try to not make the chocolate pieces too big, since I said before with the colored chocolate, this is like so sweet. So honestly, all you need is a small piece. And then as you can see here, when I mentioned earlier, I didn't break my pretzel pieces small enough. So when I went to go break the large piece of chocolate, some of my pretzel pieces started to fall off. So again, just keep that in mind for the future if you guys decide to make this. You could also make it with white chocolate as well. My husband is a big white chocolate fan. So instead of using the semi-sweet chocolate chips, just use the white chocolate. And yeah, that's a close-up of how the chocolate bark looks. Now I'm just transferring the chocolate into a bowl. Depending on where you live or how warm you keep your house, I would suggest you store these in the fridge and maybe take one out for about 10 to 15 minutes before you eat them. Although I personally like to eat cold chocolate, but I definitely suggest not leaving these on your counter. I don't know, for some reason the chocolate melts pretty fast. So yeah. And then I'm just going to give you a close look at the spooky cookies. These are so good. They're nice and soft. I kind of messed up on the eyes a little bit. But I think it just adds to the spooky vibes. So yeah, and these were so good and so sweet. But yeah, like I said, you can swap these out for any recipe. If you watched to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My channel is about homemaking videos, decor, mom life, all the good things. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye.